everyone, welcome back to Planet Coaster. The final episode of this three-part build series of the Titanic and the surrounding harbor area. Yeah, a lot of more brick pieces this episode, and I'm kind of getting tired of using those, so I'm happy we can finish this off. I was kind of uninspired for this bit, so I kind of built some, well, straight out disappointing stuff first, and I was like, oh, how can I fix this? Maybe I should just move on to something else or take a walk or something when use more reference images, but sometimes you're just stuck and you need to change things up. But yeah, it was kind of a motivational issue at this point as well. So yeah, this is again a bit of a long time ago, but we're slowly working throughout all the recorded footage. But here we are. There is a husk of a brick building in the background there, because we need to kind of cover the hull of the Titanic up a bit, because it's too flat. I need depth in a facade. Otherwise, you can clearly tell it's a building, and I kind of want a bit more interesting stuff going on here. Yeah, this whole build was a bit grander in my head. I wish I would do this as a more solo. Well, it looks like a solo build now, or like more. Not a solo in terms of person, but just as a project, an individual ride in a park. Because I would have orientated stuff a bit differently. Because the way I put it in this park. The sun goes like on the opposite side, but it doesn't really illuminate this end of the facade. So what I'm building now, right now you can see it, but I'm gonna turn it around. It'll be on the left here, and it kind of bothered me. And I was like, how can I lit this well? Lit. I don't know, but yeah, I was kind of struggling with that, and then also kind of, but I didn't have a clear vision for this build ahead of time, and sometimes it just comes to me naturally, but this time I really felt I should have done some sketching and some iteration work before I actually started building it in Planko, and I think that's a lesson for the next time. That first I need to sketch some things out, think about it, what I'm gonna build, how stuff's gonna work, why I want to build something, and then fix it. I mean, it isn't ugly, but I'm not the most proud of it. But what am I saying anyway? It's just a build in a video game. Anyway, this brick building here is nearly finished here. This is just the roof parts, and I'll show you the rest later because I didn't finish it here. I'm gonna teleport this now to the left of the Titanic here, and that's gonna nicely complete the main facade. That's gonna obscure the show building that's non-existent at the moment, but you can build yourself in the park if you want to make your own ride of it. So yeah, then it all looks natural, especially with the complete harbor area and in just a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, okay, well that was that. This is the other building, another harbor office thing. I really struggled with this one as well. These are too basic, maybe, or I think before you need to have a bit more personality in your build, or like some sort of story, and develop on those stories and see how you can make like an architectural like idea with it before you can make a nice looking build. Because right now I was building off a reference image, and reference images are key as well, but this felt like homework. I was looking at the image like, oh, I can use this for this, and it was like a quite fun exercise, but I didn't feel like I was actually designing something that I was happy with myself. So yeah, in hindsight I would have done stuff I would have done some stuff differently, but whatever, it's still nice looking. So yeah, I hope you enjoy for what it is. Here is the boarding ramp, or the ride itself. There's no hole yet, but you can imagine how there's like the metal white walls of the lower deck of the Titanic, and then there's people queuing up for it. And later on in this video I'm gonna build like a ticket office where the queue is gonna go through, and then the exit is going to go through the warehouse here, and you could turn the warehouse into like a gift shop, or you exit through the gift shop, classic style of a theme park, and do it that way. I did put some thought into it, but yeah, it's not where I wanted to be at. But just gonna ignore that. I would have worked on it more, but you know, Plinko 2 is coming, guys. I need to finish this stuff. But yeah, again, this is not going to be a complete dark ride or anything. It's just a facade, and then people can, well, in that like month that's left of Plinko's 1 life cycle, or people who aren't able to play Plinko 2, they can use it to build their own dark ride or coaster or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, here I'm coming back to this building because I was so unhappy about how it looked that I thought, oh yeah, I can really use some deterioration. I don't know the word. I needed to look a bit more rough, a bit more like sea salt that's erodes the building, so it's a bit more, it lost a bit of the color, it's a bit wide. Yeah, a bit more detail into the build. Oh yeah, all this stuff is gonna disappear a bit later, but whatever. The stairs is gonna stay though, so yeah. Oh yeah, there's some chimney. I built it off screen. I cut out a lot of brick building in this episode because I felt like it was the same all the time, and you should, well, by now you should kind of see how I do that. So I was like, yeah, it's not really interesting. Still looking for the right format, but yeah, I talked about that a lot as well. What am I doing here? Oh, yeah, I felt like it was missing something essential, so I added this little tower, black tower, I guess. It's not really a bell tower or anything, but it's alright. It's alright. Right now that I'm working on a bit more detailed stuff than this build, I felt it feels so basic or something, and it's like, yeah, okay. But it feels good to get it out there as well to kind of finish everything off. Let's see here. Oh yeah, some more detailing on the walls, and that's also a present on the warehouse building, but I didn't think that was really interesting. Oh yeah, all the brick stuff is cut out here. This is another building with like a different type of roof. It was like some oil storage things. I think I copied the design of NL 1800, one of the buildings, which I also did in the World's Fair Park. I built like 4 years ago by now. Damn, getting old. Anyway, I'm not sure why I'm doing this wooden paneling, because guests can't see that anyway from their perspective, but whatever. It's nice for us to look at fun stuff as well. It's not a real theme park. Some metal railing. I couldn't find the right object in-game, so I made my own. And I kind of used the same parts of the chimney to build these little cylinder things where you can store whatever you like. But anyway, a red door. I copied that of the design of the NO build as well. And then this, oh yeah, I put this wall here. Here's the bit where I started like sketching a bit more what I actually wanted to do with this build. Let's see here. Oh yeah, now I'm constructing the rest of the harbor area. It was a bit, looking what I wanted to do again. So I didn't plan this ahead of time. So that's not the correct way to do things, by the way. Especially if you're working in a bigger park, you want to plan things out a bit. Unless you want to be like a natural type of evolution, but if you really want to have these well-connected like transition areas, that's the way to do it, I think. Sadly, I didn't do that here, but whatever. Here are some industrial props, I guess. For some reason, these are oil drums, even though the ship uses coal, so I'm not sure why I did that, but just go with the flow. I'm also building some rails here for like a cart with a little crane on it to do stuff, transport things around. Building some, well, platforms of which it can lift stuff, I suppose. Bit basic. I think like roughly here is where I really started thinking, let's just put some props here and there, kinda like give the vibe that it's finished. I want stuff to be a bit more original next time around, so For Blanco 2, I'm gonna go all out and make my own pieces instead of using. There's nothing wrong with using the basic stuff, but like a bit more variation could really help taking stuff to the next level. So I'm gonna look into that a bit more. As you can see with the next project, well, the final thing in Blanco, that's, I think, be after this. I'm not sure. We're pretty much through everything at the moment, so yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, here I'm building the little crane. Very basic. It's a square, a red square with like a crane handle thingy with ropes, and yeah, it's lifting a platform. Very basic stuff. We have this big excavator type of thing that could technically hoard or like haul the word, carry lumps of coal, but it was way too big and I kind of messed up the scale in the Spark. I built it, well, maybe I didn't, but everything is really small. But later I started recognizing that and kind of compensate for it, and then like in some magical way I got that forced perspective look that you would get in a Disney park. So I was kind of happy with how that turned out, to be honest. But yeah. Oh yeah. You can really see the harbor area coming together now. Put in some queues, and now you can clearly see the line that the queue is gonna take. So this here is the entry of the queue, and you go through this yet to be constructed ticket house. Get your tickets there. Well, thinking about it now, there's not even a desk in there or whatever. So yeah, it's a bit basic, but you can put your own stuff in there. Nobody cares anyway. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the queue is gonna go through here and then to the left in front of the lighthouse thing, through a little kettle pan section into the hull of the ship, and then the exit is gonna be on the other side of the ship where you can go through the warehouse and use it as a gift shop. That's fun. I used the pallets as a floor here. I thought that would work well as a flooring type of thing, and then to make my own fences, I copied the fence that's outside and got rid of the wooden path railings because those are, well, inaccurate. Yeah, okay. And then a little simple roofie here, roofie with some planks. And what am I doing here? Okay. Exciting. Yeah, this is how you do this. Because, well, yeah, we have the standard roofs, of course, in game, but the size doesn't always work well with what you're building, especially if you're building everything custom. So then you automatically have to build the roof custom as well. And the planks got too wide for the top, so I kind of fixed that with basically putting this little dome on top of it. And then I thought, oh, I could use that design of the ticket house and kind of copy it here as well. So that's what I'm doing now. A bit basic, but it does the job reasonably well. So, yep, we're nearly finishing this build now. Yeah, I'm really glad to get this out there. If I had more time, I probably would have worked this out a bit better. But then again, I don't know, I don't have like an immediate spark in my head of what I want to do with it, so it's fine. Oh yeah, and then I finished this bit here with some detailed rock work. These are just the in-game rocks, so nothing special here. Always make sure to use different sizes and rotate them around a bit. And these are some DTK pebbles and some bushes. So exciting. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Some benches. There you can see the Greek area for just a slight moment. That's not in this park, by the way. I cut that out. That's its own little park. Managed to separate that. It was a bit of a pain as well, but whatever. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, some final poles. Oh, there's another building actually coming. Not too big though. Oh, this thing, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of beams and windows and wood, and it's the same again. So yeah, I'm not showing you a lot of it. You can probably see how I built it. So not that exciting. But yeah, well. Let's just quickly round this off. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll put this on the workshop as a park, of course. It's way too many pieces for a blueprint, sadly enough. I hope that's the thing they fix in Blanco 2, but we'll see about that. Thanks a lot for watching this little series, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.